Welcome back, friends, to your Techhandy channel. Please like and subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to timely get new video updates. This is the third video of our Linux command series. Let's review the last video commands first. The first command was cp, which means copy. You can copy a file using the cp command. The open command lets you open a file, or you can also open a directory. The same command can also be used to run an application. The ln link command is part of the Linux file system commands. It's used to create links. Link is like a pointer to another file. They're similar to Windows shortcuts. We have two types of links, hard links and soft links. Hard links are rarely used. They have a few limitations. You can't link to directories, and you can't link to external file systems. If you delete the original file, the link will still contain the original file content, as that's not removed until there is one hard link pointing to it. Soft links are different. They are more powerful as you can link to other file systems and to directories, but when the original is removed, the link will be broken. The find command can be used to find files or folders matching a particular search pattern. It searches recursively. The locate command is not as well known as find and is often not included as a default command on Linux distros, although it can easily be installed via Package Manager. Locate creates a database of files on your system, along with their locations, and then searches that database for a match, rather than actually scanning your hard drive for matching files in real time. This allows Locate to produce very fast results, so it can effectively search the entire file system for a matching file in just a few seconds. You can compress a file using the gzip compression protocol named LZ77 using the gzip command. The gunzip command is basically equivalent to the gzip command, except that D option is always enabled by default. This will unzip and will remove the .gz extension, putting the result in the filename file. If that file exists, it will overwrite that. The tar command is used to create an archive, grouping multiple files in a single file. Its name comes from the past and means tape archive. Back when archives were stored on tapes. Hope this refreshed your last video memory. Now let's get ready to learn some new commands. First command we are going to review is alias command. It's common to always run a program with a set of options you like using. You can create a new command. For example, I like to call it list, that is an alias to ls.al. Once you do, you can call list just like it was a regular Unix command. Calling alias without any option will list the aliases already defined. Be careful with quotes if you have variables in the command. Using double quotes, the variable is resolved at definition time. Using single quotes, it's resolved at invocation time. Those two are different. $pwd refers to the current folder the shell is into. If you now navigate away to a new folder, ls current lists the files in the new folder, ls this still lists the files in the folder you were when you defined the alias. The alias will work until the terminal session is closed. To make it permanent, you need to add it to the shell configuration, which could be /.bashirk or /.profile or /.bash_profile if you use the bash shell, depending on the use case. Tail is a command which prints the last few number of lines, 10 lines by default. Using n option you can print any number of last lines in a file. You can print the whole file content starting from a specific line using plus before the line number. The best use case of tail in my opinion is when called with the F option. It opens the file at the end, and watches for file changes. Anytime there is new content in the file, it is printed in the window. This is great for watching log files. Similar to tail in some way, we have cat. Except cat can also add content to a file, and this makes it super powerful. In its simplest usage, cat prints a file's content to the standard output. You can also print the content of multiple files. If the file is located in a different path, be sure to specify the file path before file name. Using the output redirection operator, you can paste the content of multiple files into a new file. Same way using symbol twice, you can append the content of multiple files into a new file, will create new if it's not already exist. You can also add a number to non-blank lines using B option. The less command is one everyone use a lot. It shows you the content stored inside a file, in a nice and interactive UI. Once you are inside a less session, you can quit by pressing Q key. You can navigate the file contents using the up and down keys, or using the space bar and B to navigate page by page. You can also jump to the end of the file pressing capital G and jump back to the start pressing small g key. You can search contents inside the file by pressing / and typing a word to search. This searches forward. You can search backwards using the question mark symbol and typing a word. The wc command gives us useful information about a file. The first column returned is the number of lines. The second is the number of words. The third is the number of bytes. We can define in command to just count the lines using option L, or just the words using W option. Or even file size only using C option. Grep stands for Global Regular Expression Print. Grep command can be used to find or search a regular expression or a string in a text file. As you can see, grep has not only searched and matched the string Linux but has also printed the lines in which the string appears. If the file is located in a different file path, be sure to specify the file path as shown below. If you are working on a system that doesn't display the search string or pattern in a different color from the rest of the text, use the color to make your results stand out. If you wish to search for a string in your current directory and all other subdirectories, search using the R flag. In previous commands, our search results gave us what we wanted because the string Linux was specified in uppercase and also exists in the file in uppercase. Now let's try and search for the string in lowercase. Nothing from the output this time. This is because grepping could not find and match the string Linux since the first letter is lowercase. To ignore case sensitivity, use the I flag and execute the command. We can count the lines where strings are matched with C option. To count the total number of lines where the string pattern appears or resides, execute the command as listed below. To number the lines where the string pattern is matched, use the n option as below. To invert the grep output, use the v flag. The v option instructs grep to print all lines that do not contain or match the expression. The v option tells grep to invert its output, meaning that instead of printing matching lines, do the opposite and print all of the lines that don't match the expression. The sort command is a tool for sorting file contents and printing the result in standard output. Reordering a file's contents numerically or alphabetically and arranging information in ascending or descending order improves readability. Use the R option to reverse the order. If the file contains duplicate lines, you can use the U option to remove them. Sort does not just works on files, as many Unix commands it also works with pipes, so you can use on the output of another command. For example, you can order the files returned by ls. We heading to our last command of this video. Unix is a command useful to sort lines of text. You can get those lines from a file, or using pipes from the output of another command. You need to consider this key thing: Unix will only detect adjacent duplicate lines. This implies that you will most likely use it along with sort. You can tell Unix to only display duplicate lines, for example, with the D option. Or you can use the U option to only display non-duplicate lines. Or using C option you can count the occurrences of each line. You can play around with these commands in many different ways. Spend more time to get more out from them. Thank you for your time and watching the video. I hope you liked this video. Please like, share and subscribe to support us.